Hello and welcome to video number 5. This is our last one of the striking and fielding unit. So far we've done 4 lessons, looking at ball familiarisation, some catching, some throwing and then some reactions. So the final lesson today we're going to look at striking and what we can do to help us strike a ball better and how we can try and score more runs when we play rounders and cricket. The equipment you're going to need, number 1, is a tennis ball or a rolled up pair of socks. The ball will work a lot better, so try and get one if you can. Number 2, you need a toilet roll tube. This will be used as a tee to strike off, so you're not taking chunks out of your mum and dad's lawn or the decking. Number 3, you need either a tennis racket or, if you don't, a frying pan, okay? So an object to strike the ball with. If you don't have either of those, you can use your hand if you make a nice flat face, and you can still practice striking, but preferably using a bat or a frying pan would be better. And final thing we need today is just 2 things to mark out some zones, okay? So have these trainers like always, but tinder beans do the jobs, plant pots, anything you've got lying around in your garden. For the warm-up today, we're going to practice running between 2 wickets with shuttle runs. You're going to do it with a partner, so if you've got a brother or sister, fantastic. If you haven't, get your mum and dad to come and help you out playing this game. You start off with one person on either side of the markers, and you take it in turns calling the runs, okay? So if I'm on this side, I'll start off calling first. If I call a 1, then we just swap sides once, like you would do in a game of cricket. If I shout 2, we'd swap, and then we'd come back to here, okay? And you can call all the way up to a 6, which is the maximum that you can hit off one ball, okay? So if I'm starting here now, and I call 2, you go out, and we swap sides. That's a 2. Okay, to make it a little bit better, we're going to try and run, and we're going to focus on one way. Like when you're playing cricket, if I strike the ball and it's going to that way, okay, you want to be focusing, looking towards that side of my garden, okay? So we're going to try and run by keeping our eyes out there now. So it's a bit more game related. So if I shout 3, I'm focusing, I'm running all times as I touch. I'm focusing on where the ball would be. Should we call it 1, 4, 4? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And final thing you can do, just to add a bit more variation to this game, in a game of cricket, you might think you could score 2 runs, and then you see the fielder makes a fantastic block, and then you might change your mind. So if I call a 2, and then I decide we're halfway on the second run and we don't want to go, I'll say wait, and then we'll go back to the spot that you were just running from. In case you don't make the full 2 runs, you'll just score the 1, but at least you'll stay in. There's a quick example now. So 2. Wait, stay. So by talking and communicating, you can mix the game up. You don't know what your partner's going to say stay, so it keeps you on your toes. Make sure you're focused when you run between the wickets. Don't look straight because you won't be looking at the ball. Try and always be looking to one of the sides so you can keep an eye on where your shot's gone. Okay, next activity, we're looking at striking the ball. We're just going to try and hit the ball along the ground using one of our bats. So I've got the frying pan, Jessica's got the tennis racket. I'm just going to get side on, keep the object you're hitting the ball with nice and high, and you can keep your eye on the ball and send it to the other person. Shoulder points to the target, so you want to be side on, bat up high, and just gently sending it back. So it's looking at hand-eye coordination, you know, to hit that ball in a straight line, always keeping your bat up, being ready. Notice the ball doesn't run straight, so you've got to be on your toes, you've got to be aware, moving sideways, forwards. See how many you can do before you had to take more than one touch. So it's all about cooperative. You're not trying to beat your partner, you're trying to work together. Keep that bat nice and high, be on your toes, and a gentle ball, just sending it back and forwards. Okay, next game, we're now going to bat off a tee. You'll see the tennis ball is perched on the toilet roll tube there. Make sure your tee is aiming to a safe space in your garden. I don't want you to hit it over and aim at someone's windows. Always try and ask an adult where it's best to play. And what's going to happen, one of you is going to be the batter. You're going to stand side on. shoulder to the target, bat up nice and high, and you're just going to swing through, keeping your eye on the ball, and you're going to try and hit it towards your fielder, who's going to be standing in a space down there. Fielder's job is to retrieve the ball, put it back on the tee. After 5 goes, swap who's the fielder and who's the batter. So start with the bat up nice and high. The ball wants to be in between my 2 knees. If I was to look down, directly above my nose, so I'm positioned right. Nice high bat, swing through. So I've struck it nice and straight. Fielder gets the ball and quickly puts it back on the tee. So 5 or so goes at this, then swap over who's the batter, who's the fielder. For the next game, you're going to make a zone. So I've used my 2 trainers there, my 2 markers to make a target. That's a gate. I'm going to try and strike this ball through, okay? So set up a little bit like that. Okay, striking and fielding is a competitive game. So of course, you're not just trying to gently hit the ball to the fielders because you won't score any runs. You want to try and hit the ball hard. You want to try and hit the ball with power and accuracy to try and avoid the fielders and help you find the gaps in the boundary to score 4s or 6s. Or in rounders' case, you want to try and hit it hard away from the fielders so they can't catch you out and it takes them longer to retrieve it and more time for you to get round. So for this game, you're going to try and beat your partner. So you're going to have one person batting and then you swap over and take turns. I'm going to have 5 shots to strike the ball from the tee. I'm going to try and hit it through the gate. The fielder's going to stand on the gate in the ready position, knees bent on the toes, hands up, because they're going to try and stop the ball going through this gate. Every time I hit the ball through the gate, I scored a point. Every time the fielder stops it, they scored a point. So in 5 shots, you should have a winner in this game. So try and hit with a bit more power now, and maybe try and disguise your shot. Look like you're going to go one corner and try and hit the other. So there's a few tactics you can do. I'm stepping up high, bats up in the air, straight. Oh, tried to make a block with the foot, but the power got the point then. So he's going to try and hit it nice and hard. If that was gentle, I wouldn't have scored then. So another demonstration. Bat up high, I'm side on. I'm going to try and strike it nice and hard into the sides. Oh, blocked it. So it's 1-1. Unorthodox, but a good stop nonetheless. Game, you just set your shoes up or your markers up, just like in the warm-up, like a wicket. You need your tee, not in line with the markers, just slightly to the side, and then you need to aim the ball into the area of space that you've been using today. And your fielder stands ready, waiting. So we're going to make final game a competition. The game should be set up just like I showed you on the previous video. The striker's job, the batter, and we'll try and hit this ball hard into a space in this garden. Fielder's job, over there, they're going to try and retrieve the ball as quickly as they can. If they catch it, I'm out, I score 0, so that's the best thing they can do. If they can't catch it, you want to try and get possession of it as quick as you can. Once you've got possession of the ball, do 5 throws and catches, a little bit like this. So you'll pick it up quickly, call out when you're doing it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And once you've got 5, you're then going to run and stump it on one of the trainers, okay? But it's got to be the trainer that the batter is running to, okay? So it can't be the one that's standing on, it has to be the empty trainer, okay? The batter's job, you need to be safe by the time they do the 5 catches and try and get to the trainer, okay? Because if the ball beats you to the trainer and you're in the middle of the wicket, you score 0 and the fielder has done a good job. So you want to try and be listening out for the catches, because once they get to 3 or 4, I'd be keeping my eyes on them and I'd probably be staying. If you want to play it safe, if you want to risk it to get big points to try and win the game, you might try and get 1 more point in, but it's certainly risky. Okay, I'll show you how the game should look right now. So I'm side on, shoulder to the target, bat up nice and high. I'm going to strike the ball over there, and run. I'm looking at the ball, I'm running.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, so I just got safe on that trainer then. So I managed to score 6 points. Not bad. What was it, 4?
4?
4 points, okay, not 6.
6.
6. Now I'll show you. Go on, Josh, you have a go. I'll field for you. Well done for staying. So that was a 4 as well, okay? If you're finding you're scoring not enough points, you can make the fielders do more than 5 catches. If you've got maybe someone who's in year 4, someone in year 2 playing against each other, change the number of catches each one has to do to make a game a bit fairer, or you can move the wickets in a little bit for the younger children and so on. Did you notice when I was running, I positioned my body to look at the ball? I wasn't looking straight, I turned. And another thing I'd done with the frying pan was I leant and I touched the trainer with the bat. So that's just like in cricket, so you can try and involve that skill as well if you want. And swap hands with the bat. So that's a good way of really extending. Linking back to lesson 1, we need to be able to play with both hands. Okay, that is it for lesson number 5. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the 5 lessons, how they've kind of progressed on, giving you lots of skills you need for striking and fielding. Hopefully we'll be back in school soon enough and we can put some of these skills into cricket teams and rounders teams, and we can enjoy summer on the field. So it's been lots of fun making these videos. Hopefully you guys have some fun at home giving all the games a go. Okay, make sure to send me some videos in of what you get up to. Got any questions about any of the games or anything I haven't covered and you might want some advice on, just give me a shout on my Twitter down here. Okay, thank you. I'll see you all soon.